That's fucking mine.
They made like 5 people.
Perfect Legend left. He was so disgusted
some guy
with the
named-
level of competition.
I think it
that
was
he
some
was
guy.
at. Or so I hear.
Said it's too free. Too
free. I can't do this to you guys. I have to go.
Who said that?
My planet needs me.
Who said that? Who said that?
Piella, or so I hear.
Okay, wasn't it inside a mall too?
Yeah, I heard it was inside
I heard
a
it
rundown
was shady
mall,
or
and it was like a
something.
crappy area. I mean, I don't know.
At least it's not a bathroom. When you like, everything now is
Texas
a no matter
Showdown.
how
That was a
bad
train
it is,
wreck.
it's at least not a bathroom.
That was a train wreck.
Texas, it was the one that was in
Texas Showdown?
Texas Showdown, cats suck. Are you recording this?
Yeah, I'm recording
Cat,
something.
you are the worst cabal I've ever seen. Listen to Johnny Cages. I don't want to hear it.
Oh my god.
And then you got
I
And I want to play you in a $50 money match when I get to UFGT. And that's the God's honest truth. You got all that mouth. That's the best sector. That's the best sector, not you.
16
With the
bit
ball?
one is
No, I'm
You'll beat any sector with your Sonya.
He suck. I could beat him.
I think
one hand behind my back.
Okay.
I could beat him Kenchi style. Blindfold.
I'll give you a lot of money if you do that.
I'm gonna do it. You might as well keep your
check out.
I
I give you a blank check.
blindfold. Kenchi style. Give me a sword. I'll put it on my back.
Man, now you're gonna be on 16 Bits podcast, bro.
It's gonna be.
I'm already supposed to be on there.
He lives
I'm
vicariously
on there tomorrow.
through his other
Yeah.
friends.
I'm on tomorrow.
Damn.
Tomorrow late.
I might get on it with you then.
North Carolina should be on.
Yeah, you should.
I should get on
I got
with
a
you.
couple people I want to from last, man.
Damn, let's do it together. Yeah.
Gonna be so much hostility. All this anger is tearing the community apart. I can't be a part of this. I'll stay.
They have like a Mid-Atlantic combat site.
Okay.
That's a nice looking website too.
Yeah.
That's something like
Steve designed it. Steve did most of that stuff.
nice.
Yeah.
Because that's like the other really big gripe with like Testermite, like the layout is just a generic form layout. Like Storms puts a ton of work into that, more work than like anybody else is probably willing to do. Like, but like to have like a pretty website would be nice too.
Pretty website.
Pretty website.
Say,
Well, you
Yeah.
know, like look at that poster that you know. I mean, you guys got to at least put some pictures of that up, like that everybody signed.
Yeah.
There's like just nice small touches like that.
Yeah.
Asus monitors everywhere.
It's a lot of technology in that small room.
Right.
Yeah,
Projector,
I think we
chairs.
could probably say it now. That poster that's in the front there, that's all the sign on it, names on it. It's posters just like that have winner, 2, and 3 on it. Those are essentially the trophies for the tournament, which is almost. I was rooting for one of our guys to get one of those posters. Unfortunately,
Winner, just 2 and 3.
huh?
Just 2 and 3.
Unfortunately, VSM's busted.
No 4. No one cares about 4.
Bad luck, I guess.
No.
It wasn't.
Oh, it is.
It was. This
Man,
tournament
it
is
should
NFG
be.
ranking, right?
No.
It's not.
Because it's not technically a major.
not?
Yeah, it's
like-
not. It's not technically major.
That's what I'm saying. If you've got,
Yeah, that's what I heard it was.
I heard it was
Pick
because
up.
of VSM and them. Yeah, they all said they showed
maybe.
up.
I mean, like, well, how many
No,
people?
because they take tournaments by the top ranked guys there.
We have 4 people on the NFG rankings that were here today.
Who?
You and the,
You
and the
and
three
yeah, and the
VSM.
VSM.
Well, I thought there was 4 VSM here today.
Well, but
No,
no,
it's some
they're
people not
not
on it.
on the ranked list.
Yeah,
They're only
gotcha.
on
Not that one guy that was on K7's podcast the other day who was talking about the NFG and he said something about
Pick of the Hut told me that this was
Yeah,
on
but
NFG
didn't he say
ranking.
that?
Yeah, he said Fall's victory. Well, they were even talking about Fall's victory being ranked higher than Power Up.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
duh.
That's what they were saying.
Like,
when you have the two best
sorry,
players in the world,
30-person
it's gotta be-
crappy
Yeah, I
tournament.
know. I was saying, you don't gotta say that.
Well, because like
He
the
got
top,
locked
the
out,
top
so it's
3 are
like,
here.
I think we were 3 people away from 50 at this tournament.
Yeah.
We were at 47, I want to say.
Okay.
So it was pretty
So,
close
yeah,
to
okay.
50 people at this
All right,
tournament.
so we have like more, like a half more than they have. Like
And
we,
yeah,
you know.
this is pretty huge. It was pretty big.
And like, I mean, if you don't include like the S tier players, there's a ton of like A tier players that were here too. Like,
Yeah, they did a good job. Everybody played really well.
Yeah.
It was an exciting.
It was ridiculous.
rewatching that stream is gonna be good. Like, I mean, like there were like every stream match was great.
I wish that match between me and CD Junior was on stream because that was close.
I know.
Yeah,
I want that.
Well,
Dude,
man,
you were
that's the other
close,
thing too.
weren't
Though,
Yeah,
wait,
it was
waiting
so
for
close.
VSM.
He is a
we would've had all
his
those
ability to poke back is ridiculous, bro.
incredible.
Yeah, he has crazy footsies.
Oh, let me grab Steve. I got distracted.
Cabal. Yeah, using my phone. No, against his
Jacks.
Yeah, his Jacks.
Yo, a
I
lot
beat
of people
him
took
2
him out
rounds.
from
Took 2 rounds off him. He
today.
took 2 rounds on me.
Showing him that it was
close.
I got one round.
He amazing.
He's not invincible.
Why didn't you use Sonya?
I don't know. I mean, I like my Sonya, but my Cabal is my best. Like, even when I was playing in Super Bowl, I felt as though I made a mistake by going to Sonya, and I should have went right there.
Yeah, but CD Junior's
if not the best player in the world, he's number 2, and he is beating that matchup into the ground.
Yeah, he plays with the best Cabal.
Yeah, so not trying to second guess you.
No, it's good. Like I understand exactly where you're coming from. I mean, it's like it's his ability to adapt. Like he adapts so quick.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
crazy
first,
how
like
much
I ain't trying to like the first game we played. Like I took it convincingly.
Because when I fought
And then he
Kevo,
changed it all around.
around
and it was
counter picking.
ridiculous.
Because if I chose Molina in the second match and he beat me,
Dude.
I would have known he would have went to Cage or Sonya.
The first
When I fought
match
you.
is when
Yeah,
you're
I was
saying
That's why I was thinking the second match. I was thinking,
Yeah.
okay, if I go to Molina and I win,
I was going to go to Cage.
I was thinking if you go Cage Sonya, I'm fucked because I
Yeah.
fought your Cage and Sonya and it's really good.
Yeah, I was going to go to Cage.
And those are bad matches.
I was going to go to Cage.
Yeah,
So
so that's what I was thinking. I was thinking just hope because I was doing well versus you in casuals
Yeah.
with Sonya.
Yeah.
So that's why I was confident.
How do you
But it
feel
didn't work.
about not being able to hit and select DLC characters?
It's pretty dumb.
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's
I think
it's
it's
good for
fucking
me because
Well,
Sonya's
because
bad
then you
matchups
see
Kenshi and
Kenshi.
Freddy.
Guess what he
So I
told
know.
me? He said if he had to fight me again, he was going to try to add his elect, but he forgot that you can't see.
You can't hit and select
Yeah, he was going to get
So,
hit.
but then it gets really, it becomes so obvious when you're like,
Freddy's
Tor-
even worse
like,
because you have to take that extra
the
step.
extra step. Yeah,
But it's
but-
like-
Unless you
like-
main all DLC characters and you just
yeah, but
but
like,
you have like a choice of 4,
but then
right?
the other thing you could do is you could do an old school hidden select where you call the tournament organizer over and you'd say I'd like to do a hidden select and you whisper to them who you're gonna pick.
You whisper
But-
gingerly in their ear.
Yeah.
And the other person you whisper.
Yes, but here's the thing: like, why? If you call a tournament organizer over and say I'd like to do a hidden select, isn't that so obvious that like you want a DLC character? Like,
They do it all the time.
what?
They just do it all the time.
I guess you'd have to do it every single time.
Let me ask you, you said you called someone direct over, right?
Yes.
But isn't the person still looking at the screen? Can he still see?
Well, no, you don't.
No.
You would both tell them your characters, and then
And then
they
you just
distract them.
pick
Because
them,
they're
and
locked
you
in
can
already.
change
You'd have to pick them.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You couldn't do like another counter pick if you see
Oh,
the other guy.
Yeah, that's how they did it before like hidden select existed. Which I mean, like, if the DLC pop bar didn't happen, then it wouldn't be an issue.
No,
but
it wasn't.
It's an issue.
and with how the game is evolving, where literally the match starts when the character select screen pops open.
Yeah, it does.
The mind
Yeah,
game,
those
the mind
footsie-
games
yeah,
start
yeah.
right there. Yeah.
The spacing.
Like, really, like, seriously, this game is coming down to, like, counter picking, bro.
Yeah, I mean, or having a team of characters.
Yeah, that's all.
like-
That's all.
It's not a bad thing.
mean,
It's,
No,
I
I
had to do
play
it.
like the whole cast.
It's just-
I need to find someone for Cabal.
it's
man.
just
Like-
it's just a fact.
Like when me and him played, like I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. If I wouldn't have beat him 2 times with Cabal, I don't want the cage because I know he struggled with cage.
I
don't want the cage.
I'm stubborn. I like the character loyalty thing.
Yo, and that's the thing. He
I-
you are Sub-Zero.
He is
I
stubborn.
was thinking, fuck, I'm not doing this.
I,
shit.
Well, there's
I also,
gotta be
I
more
also
than one
don't. I
character
do
in
not
the
think
game that you think's
Sub-Zero is as
cool.
bad as everyone.
No, I
thinks.
don't.
No,
know.
he's
People say
amazing.
he's bottom 10. I think he's like.
Bullshit. 11 to
he's top
15.
Yeah,
top
exactly.
15.
Yeah,
He locks you in the corner. It's over.
Yeah.
It's
It's
over.
Especially Sector. I think he beat Sector.
Who Sub-Zero in the
Yeah.
corner. I think overall it's pretty close.
Gotta whoop my
Like,
ass today.
like all right, my opinion on that matchup,
Boy.
it's probably a 6-4 if it's not in the corner in Sector's favor, but in the corner it's
Yeah,
like
that's
8-2
when it's
Sub-Zero.
switched, yeah.
7th.
Like, so that's why it's really hard to judge that matchup. The advantage changes like
My
dramatically.
opinion of it, I think it's 6-4 Sub-Zero, but a lot of Sub-Zero players out there, I think it's like 4-6.
Well, here the
Tom
big-
Brady once put it 3-7.
Well, conveniently after losing
yeah, right after that one. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's one big disadvantage. If you do a freeze at any point in time, anywhere, I'm gonna teleport uppercut it on reaction. I don't even have to instant do it. Like, I have the whole,
Well,
I
even
have
if you
all,
do it
all
mid-screen.
fucking day. I'll still do it. Like,
Just outside flamethrower whip range.
yeah, like you got to be close to do it.
Yeah.
Like, and because the ball moves kind of slow too.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And the recovery's not very good.
Another
So-
thing that's important too, and this was showcased during their match, is that when you do set up the ice clone for your shenanigans in the corner, Sector still has flamethrower and a variety
Yeah.
of tools that can keep you at bay and shut down your pressure regardless.
Well,
it's not, it's not
but he's still
foolproof,
not
but there are
getting
tools-
out, man.
No,
Like-
but they are tools that can frustrate the Sub-Zero player into doing something
Yeah.
that might not be.
that video that him and I made actually still stays pretty legit though.
I mean,
because
to get out. I mean, if you got breaker, you can just teleport out like regular teleport and then use your breaker.
and breaker,
Yeah,
that's
that's the
your
best way to
best
get out.
bet because
That's the
if
best
you
way to get
EX
out.
teleport, you're gonna get thrown back into the corner or risk a combo.
Or block string.
Yeah, or yeah, you
He
know.
can just cross you over, to be honest.
Because you could try to like
Yeah.
down one or mash out of the thing, but then you get comboed if he tries to combo you. And the other thing that people don't know is Sector has a medium hitbox when he isn't blocking low. If I'm just ducking low, I have the same hitbox as like Cabal, yeah, exactly, or something. And that's what matters. It doesn't matter when you're blocking low, like big fucking whoop, you're not attacking. Like, but as soon as you let go of block, now you're or whatever that.
susceptible.
Susceptible, thank you, to anything. So like people are like, oh, you can 6-frame jab out of Cabal's pressure. Go ahead, let go, Block.
I want to know who won.
You know.
Yeah,
I can go.
I think Maxter and Rio were.
I think Max the one.
I can find
I
out.
think Max the one.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Max the one.
Just got a gut feeling.
Lordy,
I got a
Lordy,
good
Lordy.
feeling because Max took on Max.
Oh, and you know what? That's the other interesting thing too. We were talking about this earlier. People are like, "Oh, who's the blank of America? Who's the blank of America?" Dude, if people like Maxter, CD Jr., Rio, etc., if they picked up any character, they're that character of America. Like, you're just if you're playing a character that they're not playing, you're just lucky that they're not playing that character. Like if Maxter picks up Sector, Maxter's.
And that's the problem. Like Maxter,
No offense, phase 3.
Maxter can play any character, like at a high level.
I just got this title.
They're not done.
It's
They
already-
reset the. He got the reset.
Oh, Rio?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Rio got the reset, so they're going all the way to 10.
Alright,
Oh, all right.
check that out.
God.
Do you guys
Wait,
want?
is that grandpa?
Nah. Y'all want to stay in?
I don't want to watch it.
I already.
I don't, you know what? I don't
It
really
doesn't
like
matter.
watching
VSM,
grand finals. Like,
VSM got.
Especially them.
Yeah.
It's always them.
Yeah.
He's using Sector though, still.
I don't know.
I think when I
walked in, he was. Yeah.
No, he's not using them anymore. They're using
Raiden and
Kenshi.
Kung Lao. Or something.
They're using Kenshi and
Fuck.
Raiden.
Mortal Kombat.
no, it's not Raiden
Ladies
anymore.
and gentlemen, Mortal Kombat.
It's like it's switching, and the other thing too is that you're gonna see characters go in and out of being like flavor of the month. Like Kenshi's flavor of the month right now, probably.
Well, Cage.
Well,
just
Cage,
coming hot
and
off
then
the-
and then
Cage
it's
is-
gonna go
Cage is
Kenshi,
one
and
of
then it's
the
probably gonna go what Kung Lao. Like once Kenshi becomes like
Kung Lao is still
inflated.
really good.
And that's the thing. People
Still
people
ridiculous.
talk about like people like look at the negative about he got nerfed. That character's still really great.
Yeah, so many people
He's so
jump ship
mobile.
prematurely. He's still
Like-
a fantastic character with
Now
good
people actually have to
matchups.
dig into the character.
Like
He is.
90% of his strings is neutral.
Yeah,
And
almost.
he has a
ridiculous.
7-frame jab.
That's ridiculous.
No,
his two.
two
Standing
is
2 is
nine.
7.
Spin is
So
still a
standing 2 is
magnificent
7.
move.
7 frames. So like if he does his string 1-1-2-1 and it hits, he gets a guaranteed
Two.
2.
Wow.
And 2-4-2-4.
Yeah, 2-4
Kinda
is
like
good.
pressure.
Well, the big issue
And not
too, though,
ending it.
2-4 2 whiffs if you block low on most characters, and that sucks because then they can poke you.
I think only low hitbox characters
Yeah,
if to block.
medium. It whiffs on Cabal.
It does with low.
Blocks, yeah. It's not, it's not a big deal because like, what's a big deal is when the first 2 hits whiff. Like
Yeah.
Sector 1, 2, both of those, the punch, both whiff.
Yeah.
Like that's stupid. But
Anybody going to UFGT?
where is that?
Probably.
That's
When
in
and
Chicago.
Chicago,
far, isn't it?
May the 25th to 27th.
Oh, so that's actually the next thing then.
Besides Civil War.
Are you going to Civil War in Richmond?
I might
It's a
like
major.
sneak my way into there and not tell anybody that I'm going, just because like I don't want, because every time like
You know, the paparazzi.
Well,
there.
if we say no, if we say that we're going, like if Philly says we're going, VSM's like, oh, we'll get a van together because we're all friends now, like, and I'd rather them not go.
That doesn't sound like a
So
very
you can
friendly
win.
thing to say.
Fuck that. We saw they came here and they won. If they didn't come here, who knows? You probably would have won. Like
Yeah, he's actually the next
4th. Like,
yeah,
so
well, he's 5th after the 4 guys from New York.
there are only 3.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I got.
Yeah, Max
Four,
there.
4 of them came down.
Yeah,
Revolver.
but Serbiable didn't.
Super Bowl didn't get top.
Yeah, you didn't get to. I got
Okay,
top
you're the
10.
next after the guys from New York.
Yeah.
I'm number 1 besides VSM. Remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I'm number 2.
Number 2.
I like it.
So.
Who was your matchup, Lionheart? Did you switch to Noob and ended up taking the victory?
That was cool.
Blackula.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
black.
Blackula, man. This guy
take you
was
seriously.
babying me
Put
last
him
night
on
with
blast.
Jay.
Put him on
dude.
blast, man.
Playing on his stupid ass TV where
CRT TV, right?
Thank you.
Damn.
Thank
play-
you.
don't play on
Yo, the
CRT.
community
I don't
put me
care
on
about
blast
it.
with Tom
I
Brady,
know,
man.
man.
And I was running games with Tom Brady. He blew me up on that same TV he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, and Blackula.
You Lionheart?
No, he
No,
wasn't
but
there.
we're
This was like
talking
last
about
weekend.
Who is
Yo.
Tom Brady?
Moral of the story is that TV is shit. I was
Yeah.
not making excuses. That TV
You
is
press a
terrible.
button and nothing comes out,
It's
and then
ridiculous.
this guy's babying me with Jay.
People people
What's
think
going
that
on
just
here,
because
man?
a TV's a CRT doesn't mean that it's automatically
Dude, I
good.
hate CRT.
Like that's why the ECT last year was terrible. Like mainly because there were 3 CRTs, one of which you couldn't see the goddamn EX meter. It was
And
off the screen.
Half the health was.
and half the health was gone. Like
off.
the name was gone. fun. So first you had mystery meter fight. Like you're like, is this going to be safe when I do this? Like,
Do I have breaker? Do I have?
yeah. Like so. If you look in there, what 11 aces monitors. Like everybody else needs to step their game up.
So-
Did you guys hear the story yet of how those were?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
I mean, you can go ahead and tell it.
Oh, you already know it then?
Yeah.
What's the story?
Yeah, that was let's see, Steve.
So this one time, my friends and I were in this bar.
Yeah, right. So one time we got really drunk in Vegas and woke up with 11 monitors. No, it was Steve's a personal trainer, and so he just trains Spicer's parents. And instead of let's see, because we're all good friends, Mr. and Mrs. Spicer wanted to pay him, but Steve said, "Oh, I can't take your money." And Mr. Spicer's like, "Well, God, there's got to be something."
I'll pay you in TVs.
And so Steve was like, "Well, we got this tournament coming up. It'd be really cool because everybody in the last tournament, I guess there was a complaint about lag on the monitors, and Steve wanted to get rid of that. So he just said, "Oh, buy me, one or two of those lag-free monitors, the Evo monitors, and then that way everything will be, we'll at least have a couple high-class ones." And so, Mr. Spice, of course, went out and bought 11.
Yeah, let me go and talk. That
So
spice was like father, right?
You what? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go and
Spicer's
talk to
dad,
Spice
yeah.
and make sure I'm good friends with her. So whenever they giving out free TVs, I can be first on it.
Do you have
Ain't all
change for the Asus monitor?
Yeah, that's so awesome. I mean, like that's I don't know. It's the best thing that could happen. I mean, because now you have them, forever.
It's so important too, because East Coast Throwdown was so poor, and the conditions were so abysmal that Andrew and I, and this is actually our first major that we've ever been to. So this is our first experience with the fighting game community on a large scale. And we actually left the tournament. It was easily 2 a.m. Our matches were nowhere in sight, and we
played one match each.
Disqualified ourselves.
And just were like, I think we won. Or
Yeah, we played.
We won one of our matches, and we were in winners, and we're out. Like,
It was that bad.
yeah.
And our matches were nowhere in sight, and one of the systems wasn't even patched.
Oh yeah. One wasn't patched. I mean, like
Infinites all day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well, because this Kung Lao guy was just spinning all the time, and then no one was punishing him, and we're like, oh wait, like.
I only found out like halfway through.
I do want to disclaimer this though. Sweet Johnny Cage and L.I. Joe, they're doing a really good job for this ECT. I think they actually I think Mortal Kombat's now recognized as you gotta care about it now. So I'm not.
Yeah, you gotta at least put it in the bathroom.
Yeah, at least give it the bathroom if you're in
At
Texas.
least.
So I'm not saying don't go to ECT this year. ECT,
No, yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I'm not saying that either.
I'm gonna go to ECT this year.
I will be there as
When
well.
is ECT?
But
June, right?
June.
Same
I
weekend as
think.
CEO, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Not
go.
CEO. It's the same as Anaheim.
MLG.
Yeah, you're right, because Mike Metro said he's going to win it because he's in the president.
Damn.
Bold claim. But I guess the point is though that this.
You learn from your mistakes there. There's certain requirements, and I think one of them now it's shitty because Mortal Kombat's programmed so terribly that you actually have to have specific monitors to play it on. Shouldn't be that way. No other fighting game's that specific.
We were saying it's either the best made bad game or the worst made good game.
Yeah.
In the history of
no,
fighting
it
games.
is. NRS is so lucky that we A, care about the franchise, and B, the game's actually fun. Because if it wasn't fun, forget about
It'd
it.
end up like that strategy guide.
Yeah.
On fire.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, there's requirements. You need Asus monitors, period.
Definitely.
You also need PlayStation 3s, instead of 360s.
And a camera crew and a projector.
Projector.
One or two people to fan
chairs.
you while you're playing.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We can get you that next time.
Next
Y'all
time.
gotta make that happen?
Yeah.
That's the thing you gotta work
Top
on next
4
time.
only the
And
top
no,
matches.
there was nobody dressed up as Melina and Sonya this time.
That was another thing about the group. That was
You
Group of
fucked up.
Legend stuff.
What?
That was Group of Legend people again.
One of them had to go to a wedding or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
This is obviously more important.
Dressed as Melina or
He said this is
Sonya?
So, she
Melina actually came. She just didn't come dressed up.
Yeah, they were both here.
Actually, yeah, both of them were here.
We'll just have to dress up as Melina next time.
I'll do it. I've got
Melina and
nice
Sonya.
curves. Whatever.
I got some toilet paper. I could do that outfit.
Be fine. But dialing back to that, I actually left the game for 4 months. I came back. MLG was my first tournament. It was You know, honestly, a lot of people in the fighting game community give esports a bad rap, but it was extremely professional. Everything was run on time. The facilities were clean. Free Dr. Pepper throughout the whole weekend. I mean, everything was just run so nicely, and they treated Mortal Kombat with respect. It's like when you date somebody who treats you like a lady instead of somebody who just treats you like a tramp. And
Do you like being treated like a lady?
I do. Well, you know, it's like when they hold the. It's like MLG held the door open for us and paid for our dinner, and you know, and
the only thing they needed to work on was the stream.
You went down.
Exactly, that was the only
I
part.
heard the stream was bad.
No, the only thing about the stream that I didn't like is like after every match it was a commercial.
And then it had
And the dubstep, boom, 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 for 20 minutes.
I'm okay with dubstep.
It went down to match point, Rio versus Maxter.
Maxter took it.
Rio was just hanging around the character select screen. He hidden selected and went random. Match
On
point.
purpose?
On purpose, yeah. Just random hidden select.
I mean, it don't really
He pulled
matter. They're going to
Cyber
Evo
Sub-Zero.
anyway.
Did he win?
Like,
It's still happening right now.
Who'd he get?
He uses
He got Cyber Sub
Cyber.
oh yeah, he used Cyber Sub.
And who's
back in
Maxter
the-
playing?
sector.
Okay, that was
That was just the craziest thing I
A
heard.
major sector win.
Oh shit.
But anyway, the point I was trying to make though is that after going to MLG and then coming here, I can honestly say this is as good as MLG in terms of the production value, the cleanliness, just the community support. Everything here is just as good, if not better. I mean,
I was gonna say, there's a lot of aspects that are better.
free pizza,
Like,
Dr. Pepper versus a variety of sodas
Well,
and
the
pizza.
hype was, I'd say, at
It was
the very
ridiculous.
least the same.
Comparable.
It was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
comparable.
The stream, I'm sure, was much better.
The stream is definitely better. No questions asked.
So what were the things you were saying before that you were recommending for our group to try to?
Okay, yeah.
We never
There's
quite finished that.
tons of East Coast majors, like Evo majors. I mean, like, I guess there's only one in Philly that's technically an Evo major, but there's Winter Brawl, Summer Jam, and NEC. There's ECT, there's Civil War, and I'm sure there's some Apex, and I'm sure there might be ones I'm forgetting. But, I said Summer Jam, yeah. But I think this Mid-Atlantic crew, what do you guys call it? What's the super special people?
Mid-Atlantic Combat is
Or
the
no,
parent.
but like your staff.
Oh, the Group of Legend.
The Group of Legend.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, you guys, I should definitely come out and run the MK show. And like, I'm great friends with Phil or 9.95, and I mean, he does an amazing job, and his passion for the game is as good as anybody else's. But the
Point
amount
him
of,
at Steve.
What?
Steve will organize the Group of Legend. He will mobilize us.
yeah, I'm just saying,
Get out
but
there, man.
seriously, if you guys were to come up and at least, you know, with Phil and you combined, like,
With their powers combined.
their powers combined. Like that's what like I'm surprised that you guys aren't really like as like regaled as awesome as you should be, or like as high as you should be.
Where do y'all like stay at? Like here?
Yeah, we're all in Northern Virginia.
Yeah, we're all
local.
local people.
Yeah, and I mean like you obviously can see that people are coming from West Virginia, New York,
Maryland,
North Carolina,
North Carolina,
Pennsylvania, to come here. You know, and if you guys would be willing to come up to where, I mean, I guess Civil War's in Virginia, so I mean, like,
That makes sense.
I mean, I guess there's something to be said that you want to develop your scene too. You know what I mean? Because personally, there's no reason you guys shouldn't be running an Evo major. Like, if
But
you-
Steve's all about promoting the scene in general, trying to figure out ways to further
Pull in
promote.
next time.
And you can also promote by
add
going
another,
to these majors.
exactly. That's a good way to
Exactly.
promote.
That's how
to promote.
VSM does it. When
Yeah.
Phil goes and streams.
Oh, and time out. Do y'all
Yeah.
have like a little thing like not like VSM, but like a little group that get together and play?
I'll be honest with you. All right, our groups we did local tournaments just at Spicer's house, big house out in Aldi.
Oh, that's
and,
right.
We did a couple pickup games, couple pickup tournaments just within the
Shirts versus skins.
And honestly, Nordic just wiped the floor with all of us. And then the first time we came out here to Mason, we actually came as players. We didn't know anybody. We weren't running the scene. And MK was kind of the sideshow to Tekken. It was VA Tekken Rage is the group that was running that, and we were just kind of the first sideshow. And we watched Steve get wiped by Izyle. Yeah.
Izyle was just picking any character he wanted.
Wait, you mean Ezeal?
Izyle. Yeah.
Whoa.
I said it.
Let me let y'all know. That's my boy.
I love Craig. Yo, we discovered Craig.
Yeah,
We discovered him.
Craig was hanging with us about what 2 months after the game came out.
Yeah, regularly.
He's OG with us.
He should be WNBA to be fair.
he was
he's
against
not.
us today.
He's not. Yeah, he was with me.
All right.
He was with me.
We'll share them. It'll be like
Okay.
every other weekend.
All right. Can I get his leg?
But anyway, what were you
So
saying?
now
I-
Nordic's now essentially the gatekeeper to the top 8. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's always ninth.
Who, Nordic?
Nordic's
Yeah,
always
no,
ninth.
he's really good.
Did what did he get this one?
He didn't play this
Oh,
one.
he didn't play this
Yeah,
one?
because he was worried about just doing the organization portion of it because it was going to be so
That is
big.
rough. You
Where's
kind of
he
have
at?
to
I need to think.
sacrifice stuff when you.
Yeah,
They just
because he's discovered that he has more fun just organizing it,
You talking about
making it work,
Yeah.
than
They're
he is
getting
does.
It's enjoyable to do that.
He,
I mean,
he loves
just like
the satisfaction of it essentially, just
Yeah.
getting everybody to be pleased with the tournaments.
Yeah.
So you don't want to
Well,
just want to run
people like
smoothly.
Steve are the most, bar none, the most important people in the community. People are always like, oh, well, what if like the top players quit and and stuff like that. They don't matter. New players will come and go, man. But like when you lose like tournament organizer heads like Steve or Phil or I don't know who runs the show. I guess like over in the West Coast, but like anybody who runs like EGP, whoever's like the the ringleader of EGP or like Crazy But or like Pagan Beer Guy Ed in Atlanta. Those are the people that really matter. They're the ones who make the community what it is.
And it's really important too because, as I said, I'm coming off a huge hiatus from the game. I've had 2 tournament experiences now with Mortal Kombat, and if they were anything like the experiences that I've had before I left the game, I wouldn't be playing. I had to quit. I had to quit straight up. So honestly, it's events like these that are so important because it keeps players that are unsure about their career in Mortal Kombat. It keeps them around.